When you are in Bar Harbor, you certainly want to enjoy a meal with freshly caught and life-boiled lobster. That is what coastal Maine is famous for, and it is part of the reason you come here, right? There are so many places with big signs, lobster. Where is the best place to go? You may also wonder, why is it so expensive? I was here before, and I noticed a big jump in price as well, as far as lobster is concerned. Why? With these questions in mind, I booked a lobster tour. And, I'm glad that I did. The refitted lobster boat, Elizabeth I, took us for a sightseeing tour outside Northeast Harbor. It was a very nice tour in a beautiful coastal area. I was a bit surprised by so many mega residential buildings on those islands, with expensive boats in front of them. Obviously, it's a rich folks' playground. And then, the crew brought up a lobster cage that had one small lobster caught in it. The crew explained that, right now, most lobsters are still far from the shore, and in a few weeks, they would move closer, and you will see a lot more buoys around here. We took turn to handle this little lobster, and then, let it go, because it was too small to be harvested. In the process, we also learned that there are two types of lobsters, the soft-shelled and hard-shelled. The former have shedded their old shell in order to grow bigger, and their new shell have not yet fully grown. They are cheaper in the market, because they could not be transported alive. In terms of taste, they are all the same. Lobster is a big business around here. The annual total harvested lobster is around 110 million pounds, bringing in more than $600 million in revenue, which supported 83% of the population's livelihood in the region. In 2020, lobster business suffered, due to the pandemic. But, it rebounded in 2021, and the revenue income reached $725 million, $300 million more than the previous year. That was because the sales price went up 60%. In 2018, the dock price was $4 per pound. In 2021, it rose to $6.71 per pound. That was due to new regulations that put more restrictions on fishermen's productivity limits, in order to protect the environment and the balance of ecosystem. Now, I am ready to find place for life-boiled lobster meal. Yes, I am only looking for a whole freshly caught and life-boiled lobster, why not? If you want a lobster roll, you can get it anywhere, just find a Red Lobster restaurant nearby you. And, I want a big one, the bigger, the better. This is a very nice restaurant, right on the pier. But, as you can see, it's full, and you have to wait in a long line. Besides, the price is understandably very high. I looked several restaurants in downtown Bar Harbor, and discovered that they don't list the exact price of life-boiled lobster, and just list it as seasonal. You have to ask a server to find out the price. The cheapest one is $24 per pound, or $36 for an 1.5 pound lobster. That's a bit too high, and the size too small for me. Eventually, I figured out that I need to drive out of the town to Trenton, just cross the bridge that links the island to the mainland, right on Highway 3. It took less than 20 minutes from downtown. It's totally worth it. Here, the life lobster is $16 per pound, cooked ones add $2. Soft shell is $2 less. I asked the guy to find the largest one he could, and it was a 3-pounder. When it is cooked, your number will be called, and you go to the counter to get your lobster. This kind of self-serving system doesn't need to tip, which reduced the cost as well. Look, this Red Lobster is a beauty, is it not? I really like life-boiled lobster with nothing else, but melt butter. Its natural flavor is authentic and delicious, and the meat is fresh and sweet. What could be better than this? The meat from craws is particularly tender, and I could not stop eating it. Then, it's time to work on the tail. But I was really stuffed before I finished the whole tail. Have to take a break. Wow, what a wonderful meal!